The Il Poggione firm, acquired by my family about 1850, is devoted to wine and oil production. During the last 5 generations, Il Poggione has always worked to improve its product and offer a superior wine. Our vineyards produce various types of wine, the pride of the firm being the Brunello. During the best years, we also produce La Riserva, which is made from 100% Sangiovese grapes from a particular vineyard that is more than 40 years old. This is the Paganelli vineyard, the oldest in the firm. It has existed for 40 years, being planted in 1964. This is where we make the Riserva di Brunello di Montalcino, the firm's best wine. An old vine produces a better product compared to a young vineyard, and this is why we continue to care for this vineyard as if it were one of our children. It's very important to work well in the vineyard if you do not want to have problems in the winery. In my opinion, wine is made in the vineyard and not, as many say, in the winery. If you bring excellent grapes to the winery, you'll obtain an excellent product. If you bring inferior grapes to the winery, obviously you have to resort to methods that I do not consider suitable for the seriousness of my estate. Naturally, Riserva and Brunello di Montalcino are our most important wines. There's also the classic Rosso di Montalcino, other types of red wine, the olive oil that we have always produced and will continue to do so, and the grappa obtained directly from our pomace. Here we are in the Sancta Sanctorum of the company. We have all the vintages except my own. I was born in 1958, and we've drunk all the wine from that year. Despite everything, despite the creation of a new winery, despite the latest technological inventions, there's always something you can learn, something you can do better. I think that if you follow a policy of seriousness in which there is quality and a price proportionate to that quality, then you have nothing to fear. The estate was bought for its patrimony of olives. In fact, at the time, in central Italy, it produced more olive oil than the other estates. 1,000 quintals of olive oil a year. That was a large amount. We've always maintained our heritage of olive trees, almost 12,000 of them, from which we obtain an excellent product known throughout the world. This high-quality olive oil can only be obtained from centuries-old trees that do not produce a large amount of olives, but are of very high quality. All the olives come from our olive groves and are gathered by hand, placed in crates, and processed within 24 hours. On the label of my bottles is my family name, and that's a guarantee of quality, and also a guarantee of the very high potential of Sangiovese. You should never say, "We've arrived." Just always pay attention to the price, like we do. And you must be especially careful about the grapes that are brought to the winery. Therefore, you must spend a lot on the vineyards in order to bring excellent grapes to the winery. That's the only way you'll obtain results many others do not succeed in achieving.